Of course, a great deal of credit for Albertyn's performance throughout the years has to go to Ian Harrison, his longtime mechanic, who Roger DeCoster has taken in the in-shop for research and development, who's doing a great job.
All those guys are going to be so happy. As soon as somebody wins on the bike, the whole team, the morale goes up a couple of notches. And they know that they have the bike. They've got a #1 plate over there. They've got Pastrana joining the team. He looks like he's going to be a hot prospect. And yeah, things are really starting to look up. I mean, in 1981, when Ken Howerton won the championship, Suzuki was the bike, that full floater, super lightweight bike. I remember one time they came out at Mount Morris, as a matter of fact, with tarps covering the bikes. They didn't want anyone to see that full floater that they came out with. They were definitely the dominant force, and it looks like they're starting to get that back.
Jimmy Button, #10, is looking to secure his 4th podium in the last 4 races. He's starting to put the heat on Tim Ferry for 3rd place and makes the pass and gives him a face full of dirt.
Kind of used the lapped rider a little bit to his advantage. Could have been there. Ferry wasn't really sure how to cover that. Kind of catch-22. If you go wide, you give him.
Oh, Ferry comes right back. What a move. Oh, this is great.
Yeah, Ferry came in a little bit wide. He was going to try to square it. He was trying to get a little bit free of that lapped rider. And Button just snuck right in there and took it. But then Button bobbles a little bit right there, gets over the main line in the berm. Ferry just makes a beeline right for the good berm, cuts him right back off.
So a great move by Tim Ferry puts him back into 3rd place. Albertyn is still our leader. We will return in a moment. And here's Greg Albertyn. Oh, he's got to be feeling great inside.
There's going to be a big party tonight. He has got the title, probably the overall, the final round, a couple of moto wins, just to put an exclamation point on everything. He's been confident the whole time. I wasn't absolutely sure looking at the talent lined up for this 250 class this year, but he has proved it.
Came right out before the first race of the year, said, "I'm going to win it all." A lot of people said that was lip service, especially after his frustrations of the 4 previous seasons. But he believed in himself. He had faith in himself, faith in the machine and the program, and that's obvious.
There's Kevin trying to close the gap a little bit, but wouldn't matter in the overall, and it certainly wouldn't matter for the title. This is just one of those races where you just going, just come on, just give me the white flag. It already hurts bad enough.
Well, Kevin is a classy guy, and he's learned so much this year, David.
I think Kevin has really realized, more so in this series than ever before, that every point counts, and that you can't give up no matter how bad it seems. That first race could have been a whole different story if he'd have stayed out there and just tried to salvage something. You never know. I look back to McGrath doing that same thing in Washougal a few years ago.
Greg Albertyn comes across the finish line with the checkers flying. So this is the first time Suzuki has won here at Delmont in a 250, and Greg Albertyn gets the sweep.
Almost gets a kiss from his wife.
Here's Doug Henry. What an emotional moment this has got to be for the Henry family. So many friends and family drove to Delmont to see this last race.
I'm glad I got to be around to see Doug's career. I watched the whole thing, and in some ways he's going to be glad to not have to come back to all this, but he will miss it.
The redness in Doug's eyes right now didn't come from the roost in this race. We'll have to see what he has to say when we return.